I just almost said, I think we're alone. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. What does that have to do with Thailand?
They were alone. Fantasy Suites.
Tiffany made it.
Tiff, you girl.
She hits it right on the spot.
Yeah. I'm scooting everywhere.
Tiffany.
Hey.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Sawatika.
What is that?
That's hello in Thai. Sawatika.
I love it.
Yes.
But do you hear that? Do you hear that? What? I think that's love soaring. Nice. Reference to show.
Nice.
Watching, you'll know.
Anybody who watched that episode better have caught on to that.
And Swatika.
Sawatika. Yeah.
I loved it.
They went to Thailand.
Yep.
Fun fact, I almost broke up with John in Thailand.
Is it fun fact?
Fun fact.
Thailand, would you say Thailand saved?
Thailand was super awkward for us, but we did go on a riverboat cruise. So, you know, maybe I can relate a lot to this date. So, you know.
That's awesome.
But thankfully, hey, we ended up together in case anybody doesn't know how that story ends, so it's okay.
3 kids many years later.
Just in case anyone was stressed by that little tidbit that I threw out there while everyone was logging on. We are getting a lot of people logging on from the start. Hey,
this is awesome.
This is us.
Welcome.
Talking about episode 9.
Oh my gosh, we're here, man. Episode
It
9 in
is
Thailand.
the fantasy suite date night.
That's what we've been waiting for.
This is the episode we have been living for. I'm gonna do another one of these real quick.
You should. I will say we open up on Becca just laying out her feelings once again. She's the queen
I am
of laying
liking
it out.
how they're starting this every episode with like open share time. So
really
Becca,
let you know where her mind's at before it even starts.
in the plane, Becca makes a very foreshadowing,
Like smoke.
a foreshadowing comment that we all caught on to. I know you caught on to it too. And it was that she is in love with 2 guys and falling in love with one. Did you guys immediately think of who it was?
Of course.
I know. It kind of bummed the whole episode out. I was like, way to kill it.
It's kind of like when they do the poster of the movie, but it's the end scene, so you know how it's going to be.
The
It hurts.
Oh, man. Because you knew immediately, right? Like, who did you think immediately?
I thought of Jason, but I was hoping I was wrong. I'm not going to lie.
I know, because we're all Team Jason. But we knew she has said she loves Blake and Garrett, right?
Multiple times.
In the past.
Especially Blake.
Oh,
Man.
Man, so we knew it had to be our Jason guy. And it just made that whole... just made it awkward. It's like...
It just made me want, like, I was hoping through the whole thing. I felt like I was so caught up in the hope.
I know, but you knew.
I knew somewhere in my mind's eye.
So who was the first one on?
So Blake. We start off with Blake, and they go on a sacred hike, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the producers like played that up perfectly because did you say they like he goes, I can't wait to touch her and kiss her. So you know the producers were like, can you wait to touch her? And he was like, no, I can't wait to touch her. And they were like, psych! We're taking you somewhere y'all can't touch.
You can't touch. Yeah, no, and he handled it well, and they went to a temple and they met a monk, which was super cool to watch.
2 monks.
Yes.
2 monks, and they learned the 4 principles. Did you write them down?
Yes, I did. Did I write them down?
Girl. We got them for you if you guys are wondering.
Oh, because this will help your relationship.
We got it. Got it.
Honesty.
Honesty, which is Becca's favorite. That's her favorite
She's
tenet.
been preaching it the whole season.
So if they had left that out, then I don't think we would have really bought into this. But they got it as number 1. Honesty.
Adjustment.
I put adaptation, but that doesn't sound right.
But I think that's what they said. You have to be flexible.
Yeah, flexibility for fantasy suite night. No,
you did it, y'all. It's starting.
Okay.
And then patience. Which
that made me blush. I'm red. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, not sorry. Patience.
Patience, and then giving of yourself, of your love, of your time, just the giving.
Of the fantasy suite key.
Yeah.
Giving it.
Oh, also I was going to note, I put that she likes the koala hugs. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Becca is a koala hugger. Are y'all familiar with the koala hug?
Is it the arms and legs thing?
The arms and legs, like you're going to climb up, koala climb up the tree. Like you're going to just koala right up them. Koala right up. She has been koala hugging
And if she's not in a skirt, there's a koala hug coming.
You know what? Even in a skirt, and it's
Really?
like the guys know, like they'll
just like
turn, and they'll turn their body away from the cameras because I feel like they're like last episode I saw that happen a lot. But I know the koala hug, and if she doesn't koala hug you, I feel like it's very foreshadowing. So Blake immediately got greeted with a koala hug, so I felt very solid. That's Becca's telltale sign of love is the koala hug.
That's good. Good. You always bring like the best tidbits to the table.
And I feel like I want to bring the koala hug back into my marriage a little bit. I don't know if we've been koala hugging enough.
I think we could all use a whole koala hug here and there. It's a good point. It's a good point for everyone out there in live land.
This is what the monks forgot. Honesty, compromise, patience, giving, and koala hugs.
Koala hugs. Yeah. Koala hugs is the new black.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's a tenet. The monks will talk about it.
I love it.
So
they go to dinner.
They go to dinner. I didn't even write anything about their dinner. What happened at dinner?
I mean, it was pretty much him just feeling like, you know, the need to kind of lay it all out there, how he's feeling. Which, okay, can I just say, I feel like it's much.
Yeah.
Is it just me that's feeling like it's much? And if it's me,
it's her.
Is it?
Because think about how many people, all these people said they were Team Blake.
Yeah. I just feel like it's much. Like I feel, okay, here's what I think.
Okay, tell us.
I think he's so caught up in the fact that, we have more than what they have. I think if they end up together, it won't last because he's going to look back on these episodes and go, she felt that way about them. She did all these things with them. She talked to me, touched me, hugged me the same way she did with them.
She koala hugged the other guys.
She koala hugged like it was going out of style.
She's koala hugging everybody. Oh, he is going to be insecure.
And so I feel like it's going to cause problems. And if it doesn't, cool. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he was super insecure. I think he's more, like, for some reason the other guys seem to be able to just focus on their relationships.
Yes.
And he's like, he fixates on, is she telling the other guys these same things?
Yes.
Like,
and he just seems like a little into it. Like, whenever anyone talks, it's like, they don't have what we have. Like, it's...
Yeah, but at the same time, it feels sincere. Like, I feel like if I was dating someone and knew that they were dating someone else, like, those would be the thoughts that would be occupying my mind constantly.
Sure.
And, like, I know you can say
what you're saying.
It's the name of the game, but
but it's real. We want this to be real, and for them it is. And that's...
Yeah. At the same time, it is the name of the game. The other guys are doing it.
Well, did you think it was
for how many seasons have they all been doing?
For real, though.
Yeah.
Did you think it was much, though, when he was like, after my last breakup, I had to have my mom come eat dinner with me like 4 or 5 times a week, and I like you more than that. I'm like, red flag.
Yes, that mama came down and ate dinner with him
4 or 5 times a week, which is great. Good mama
But
love.
no.
But
how many days are in a week, though? Let's break that down, guys. Like, that's more than 50% of your meals.
And he likes her more, so I'm like, if he has that, is he trying to say that, like, hey, don't break my heart? I'm gonna have to go live with my mom.
I'm gonna have to go live in. Mama. And so here's what I think is that there is a little bit of anxiety in his past. And I don't know, I am a very advocate for taking care of your mental health. And as a professional, I get worried because he's very insecure and very anxious. And his mom dropped the words that he had panic attacks after the last breakup. And I can already see him getting like super anxious.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if he's like, I kind of think he might have been like warning her, like, go ahead and break up with me now.
So that's what I feel. I feel like it's a lot. And I feel like you should love a lot, but it's a lot. That's just my feelings.
I don't know. I want someone to be crazy about me, though. If you're going to be crazy about me.
Ooh, I like that. Carly, you're so, like, on it.
I don't know. Coach Blake has wiggled with his little jacket. Y'all don't, if y'all didn't watch our first recap, y'all don't know what we're talking about, but his little
salmon.
His red.
His little agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. So Coach Blazer has wiggled his way into my heart.
Yeah.
There's something about him. Like, it's just real.
Yeah.
He can't front. He's stressed. He can't front. He's stressed out. He needs his mala beads, you guys.
Those are really cute. I love your necklace.
Thank you. I was channeling.
So cute. No, I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so that was pretty much the end of that date. That was really, she kind of awkward for a second, but then wrapped it up, and they went to the fantasy suite.
They did go to the fantasy suite.
And they woke up in the morning and was like in love, and he was even more in love with her, he said.
Oh, but he started thinking about, is she gonna have fantasy suite night with other guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you guys.
It's a tangled web he weaves, like.
But it did get me thinking, this girl goes to back-to-back fantasy suites.
That's what I was thinking, like, does she, like,
I don't think I've ever
and, like, do her makeup for, like, the day after she wakes up?
How many days are between it?
I don't know.
We need a behind the scenes person to let us in on that secret. Because I've heard you're actually over there for longer than they make it sound. So maybe there's like...
I hope so.
Because that would be so rough to go from day...
Well, there's no recoup time.
Yes.
No time to think.
You don't even get to put your makeup back on, really. Like, you need a full day. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. Even our sweet Becca.
Yeah. She's a trooper.
So
that was the... So that was the end of that one.
This episode, you guys, is this the champagne or the conversation?
Conversation.
Let's just say it's the blush that I put on has got me.
I love it.
Okay.
So the next day, I assume, she went on her date with Jason.
Oh, you guys.
Jason. We already know what happens, but let's just talk about it. So they go sightseeing at this cool place, which was so cool.
The marketplace. Okay, so we knew someone was going to have that date, right? They
have
always have. Someone has to, like, just go through the city, marketplace, eat the food, do the cultural. But that umbrella walk, it was so cute.
It was romance on
And that's
a stick.
what you do when you travel as a couple. Like, that's a more realistic date. Like, that's what you do. You go... Well, I don't know if you eat crickets with each other,
it depends on, that's you.
That's
you. It ain't me. But, I mean, if that's you, but, and she even said, like, this is what we do when I go with my family or friends. We just go around and we're fun, and he did those things.
He's the best.
He's the best. So,
how many of y'all are just, like, heartbroken right now?
Yeah. They walked through this cool, like, temple, small temple or sightseeing site, and then she just... checks out.
She flips out because she made a joke. She was like, "Oh, would you put this in our apartment? No, your apartment in Seattle." And he was like, "It's up to you." Like they made like a joke about the future together, like decorating.
She shuts down.
She did. She flipped out.
She had to excuse herself.
But like, didn't he have to like kind of notice that was weird? Or are you just so in it in this bachelorette world now, like that doesn't even pick up on you, like? Because he's just sitting alone on his date, like, not knowing what to do with his hands. Like,
look thoughtful.
I'm pondering at the temple.
Well, so there was like a cut, like a commercial break, and then they go back at dinner, and I'm like, where's this lost footage? Because they both come to dinner going, oh, we're in a better place.
Yes,
I'm like,
they checked that out too much. We needed more answers. Like, did she come back from her?
Or did she say, hey, I'll just see you at dinner?
I know. But what we did get a glimpse of was her producer and her, like, talking on the side. We don't get many, like, glimpse of, like, the little producers and stuff. But she was so flippin'.
Yeah, she was out of it. She looked like she was having a panic attack herself.
Yes. So maybe her and, like, are meant to be together because they're in their heads, you know, in the headspace. She was panicking about that future comment.
Yeah. And then they went to dinner.
Yes.
And it felt like the switch went off again, though. He started talking about family and, like, their future, and
honestly,
the switch went off again.
I kind of feel like she should have just come back from, like, flipping out and been like, can we go talk? Like, why do we need to keep going up with this? I agree. Like, I think at that point, had already checked out. Meanwhile, they went to dinner, and he laid it all on the line again, shared his heart and soul again, and he's not one to open up. No. It took him the whole season to open up, and there he was again.
Played against him.
Laying it out, talking about how much he loves her, and her face that whole time was like, I can't.
She looked sick.
She did, and I hurt for her, but at the same time, that's not who you hurt for.
And she kept saying how good of a guy he was.
That's the worst. Has anyone ever been broken up with like that, where they're like,
not me,
but you're such a good person, and I'm like, if I'm so good, why are you breaking up with me? Like, what's
that
nobody
sucks.
Wants to hear that. How awesome you are, but you're gonna be awesome for someone else.
Yeah, and he looked at her like, okay.
No, I thought his exit from that was like real. Like,
it was.
He looked like deer in headlights. He didn't even cry, which at that point, that they showed, the footage that they showed, and he just kind of like.
But he looked so hurt.
So hurt.
But then Becca has her mental breakdown.
She indeed did.
I was confused at first because she was saying, I did to him what Ari did to me. And I was like, at first, I was like, no, you didn't. Like, because I was thinking, when I first saw the previews, you know, they do that with your mind. I was thinking, okay, so maybe she sends Jason home, but then realizes I made a mistake and sends someone else home and asks for Jason back.
Oh, because more like Ari, yeah.
That would be what Ari did, but I feel like, yes, it was kind of out of nowhere, but at the same time, you're still in the game. This is not what Ari did to you, I think.
No, I agree. It's not what Ari did. Blindsiding someone, I feel like maybe she did blindside a little bit.
Sure.
But that's not, Ari didn't blindside you. Ari played you. He was like,
Ari ran over you with a bus.
Ari was talking to another girl on like Instagram.
Cheating.
Like, Ari was cheating on you. And he left you saying, I want to go, I have already chosen you, and now I'm going to go pursue. Like, so you're
That's
right.
Totally in my mind.
But her guilt was real.
Sure, I believe that.
Yeah.
Her ring was awesome, though. Like, when she was crying, I'm like, girl, your ring cute.
You would notice that. I don't even know what she was wearing. But, like, they're saying Jason for Bachelor, and I agree. And I hope that's what they were setting it up for. Because I really feel like she was playing into how good of a person he was, like, a lot. And my heart was like, please be doing that because we're setting him up for Bachelor. I agree, Jessica. That's what needs to be happening. Yes.
I think
you are supposed to be chiming in.
Chime in always.
She wants
anyone,
to know,
everyone chime in.
And you are more important than we are in this. You're
every day.
Well, our
do this
opinions
for our
are
people.
probably more important, but we care about yours as well.
So much. I could have said it better myself.
I mean, ours are the most valid and the most accurate, but we care about yours.
Well, y'all's opinions help our opinions.
Or sometimes we can see your opinions and help read her out.
But it's real.
Cheers. Cheers to you guys. Oh my God.
It's real life up in here, guys. So while Carly's stroking, we will move on.
Why have we not learned to not drink?
That
while
wouldn't be as
filming?
fun.
Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
next we have Garrett.
Okay. Garrett. And she koala hugged him.
Yep. You were so right about the foreshadow because she didn't koala hug Jason.
She did not koala hug Jason.
No.
I'm telling you, the koala hug, it means she climbs the tree to eat from the branches.
When you leave tonight, I'm gonna koala hug you so you know this is real. Get ready.
Okay.
They went rafting.
Okay, so I wrote down it was a bamboo river float arcade game adventure. Like I was like, dodge the Thai man, dodge the elephant. He's gonna splash you. Like bonus points if you go under the river.
I loved how
like,
she wasn't helping him either.
Did y'all not feel like it was like a little bit of like Oregon Trail or something like going on?
Like, it reminded me of when he was like, do you mind getting dirty and working with the tomatoes? She's like, no, but she's like not helping at all. Like, no help.
Oh my God, the bamboo river float was the best.
It was.
And like, did they really not realize it was a Thai holiday? Or
Somebody realized.
somebody knew? Like, you're telling me they did not know that that was gonna look like that? Like, they didn't go scope it out and like.
That was not romantic.
No. I'm laughing so hard I can't breathe. The whole time I was like, and like they weren't even like. At one point it was just like stand still. They're just like, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. We're just sitting on a bamboo float, and they can't even talk because it's so loud.
No,
Elephant. And she's like,
That
not
was-
me, splash him.
It was rough.
Oh, it was so great. I was living for it.
She really did pretend really well that she was cool with it all because she was like,
I
needed it.
only spent like an hour on my hair. Please stop. I'm on national television.
I get it.
And he was like trying so hard to be like, it's like teamwork of a marriage. I was like, no, this is not.
Is marriage like a Thai holiday where they're splashing water at you and
elephants come and block your path? And I was like, this is the best. This is the best.
it was good. It was like definitely the relief of the evening.
Oh my God, I needed that so bad.
After the heaviness of the moment.
I needed that after Jason's date. I needed the Bamboo River game. It was like literally got tears from that. And then they even sat on the side and were like drinking their Thai beers.
Yeah.
And I didn't see they used a bucket. Oh my gosh. So he got dunked.
No romance.
The Thai people are the best. So, I mean, when we were in it was Thailand. The Thai people were wonderful. What was too much of me? And I, like, can totally see them having so much fun with this. And, like...
No, it seemed awesome.
Oh my gosh. They probably should have just invited them over. At that point, your romance is dead. Like Jessica said, the romance is gone. Just invite them into your date.
You're going to dinner anyway, so just live it up while you're there.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I mean, I think that would have been more realistic. Been like, who wants to come over and have a beer with us?
I love it.
My mic's already
It's a holiday, too.
And it's a holiday.
Let's celebrate.
Yeah. Okay, and then what happened?
I felt like he was, I don't know if this was at dinner, my notes kind of get whatever towards the end. But he starts talking about how he was originally afraid to be engaged again, which kind of like, you could see the look on her face, was like, oh, did I make a mistake?
Yes.
But he kind of gave her the sales pitch after that. Like, I'm a good guy, I'm here for you, I'm fighting for you. What was the quote? Did he use a quote? When he was like, I look for a reason to stay.
No, that was the other guy.
Was it?
That was Blake. Blake said the quote of,
other
guys look for a reason to go. I'm looking for a reason to stay. Or whatever.
That was good.
That was good. We left that out of Blake's date.
Sorry, my bad. I'm getting all confused.
But Garrett was afraid, but he was in it. And she looked like she was like trying so hard. Like, give me the I love you. Give me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was circling and he said, I have genuine feelings for you. I feel for you so much. And she's just like, please.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally
he gives her what she wants, and it was cool.
Yeah.
It was like,
I mean, they're definitely, like, I feel like the connection is stronger between her and Blake for some reason. But I don't know, like, you never know.
But that could be Blake's feelings pushing off the screen, and we feel it.
Yes. Or in producing, like, you just, sometimes it's hard to tell.
From night one, Garrett has been, I've not made it a secret, Garrett has been my guy. I've been talking about how I want them to be together. But at the same time, now further in this, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
They're smitten. I've said it again. Yes. They're the smitten little kittens together.
And I see it. I could see them, like, doing regular life together.
Yeah. I don't, but at the same time, like, well, he got more serious today. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's always just a little bit too lighthearted. Like, not everything, like, I know he went through a divorce and it was really serious, but he's always just, like, a little bit, I mean, I love a goober. Yeah. You know how I feel about goobers. Married a bald one. I'm loving a goober, but he just feels like, where's the serious? Like, this is very serious.
She wants, like, meat and potatoes, and he's offering her, like, that salad 24/7. Like, little light,
yes.
Sprinkle the carrots on top.
Yes, a little Parmesan.
Yes, but she sometimes wants a little deeper, so I totally agree.
Yeah, but he kind of got there.
Mm-hmm. He dropped a package there. He's like, I love you. Walk away.
And they were in a tent. And you guys,
which was so cute.
Those tents were, he even said it. He goes, are we glamping? And I was like, you are glamping. You are
the glampiest of glamping.
I was worried though, because I believe, I could be wrong, and y'all can look it up on the CDC, but I feel like I did get vaccinated for yellow fever and had to take malaria medicine when I was there. So I was really concerned about the mosquito.
That's why there was like that net though.
Okay. Because, like, the whole time I was like, I really hope they're protecting themselves from the mosquito bites. Like, that was in my head. Yeah. Like, are they being safe?
Yeah, you're a healthcare provider.
Show. Are they 2 levels of safety? 2 safety nets need to be considered. Oh, dear.
And also really.
Oh, dear. Really. Oh, dear. I went there. Sorry.
But I thought it was so cool. I love their whole, like, camping scene. Yes. And all this. Sam was sitting next to me. I was like, isn't that cute?
Also, okay. Was Chris Harrison's note, like, a little bit more involved this time? Because he was like, I hope you're enjoying the wildlife and nature. Like, if you choose to, and then he said, if you choose to forego your sweets.
What do you think that meant?
But I don't feel like he's ever really mentioned, like, the date before. Has he? I need to rewind. Like,
I can't think of it right now.
Does he usually, like, mention, like, what they're doing? Like, I hope you enjoyed the scenery or your day. Like,
this is going to be something we're going to do.
I know.
Homework.
Does anyone else remember? Because I feel like, has he ever talked about, like, what they're doing? And
I always remember the choose to forego your sweets part. But
right.
The first part, I'm, like, literally drawing a blank.
Right. And he mentioned it. He was like, I hope you're enjoying the wildlife and the nature. And I was like, oh.
We'll have to think about that. We'll come back to you guys with an answer.
And then they woke up together, and he said, I could wake up like this. Or something for the rest of my life. Something cheesy is perfect.
It was good. He said the right thing at the right time. The glow was there, and they were off. And then she left in her cute little see-through umbrella. And she was gone.
Because you can't have a colored umbrella, because then we wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, we have to see her, like, turn around multiple times.
And laugh
and
giggle.
I miss you already. So then there's a knock on the door. And this was definitely the morning after her date.
Was it?
It had to have been. She looked sleepy.
I don't know.
But,
She
like,
was wearing something
satisfied and
totally
sleepy.
different. And then also, like, I did rewind this part. She was wearing, in some of the takes, she was wearing that outfit earlier. So I couldn't tell, like, did they cut this up?
I don't know.
Like, whatever. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, he
Jason
showed
came
up.
back.
And she was very surprised. This was definitely not planned for her. And he came back and he gave her this book. And he's like, I feel like he was trying to fight for her. But she was not having it. She was like, oh, you're so sweet, buddy, friend.
Yeah.
You're going to make someone else really happy.
Not
Slugger.
me. Well, I almost felt like he was like, it was just like, this is what you could have had. I was like, good for you. If you made the scrapbook, you give her the scrapbook.
Give her the dang scrapbook.
She gets to know.
I didn't know how much you loved me. Your fault.
How did you not know? What happens to these scrapbooks though? Like, so if she goes and gets engaged with someone else and they're like married, like, are you like reminiscing into the scrapbook of you and Jason's relationship?
Depends on what the relationship looks like.
I don't know.
I just felt like,
at the same time,
because we're vibing the same feelings, because it's real.
it's real.
And I just felt like she made a mistake.
And he was like not crying on the first exit, but on this one, he had to catch his breath a couple times.
It felt final.
And it caught my breath. When there was like this little side smirk,
Chin
like
quiver.
trying not to cry. Did y'all catch that?
Yeah.
The like, and it got me. I was like, Jason, because he did feel for her.
Oh my
He
gosh,
did.
I wanted it for him. Since episode 7.
And I kind of
Or
feel like
6.
if she knew even going in, like she said at the beginning of the episode, I'm in love with 2,
Yeah.
falling in love with 1.
And
I
we all knew
almost
who it
feel
was.
like maybe she should have already let him go. Like we're all applauding. Oh, she was so honest. She didn't wait for the rose ceremony. I mean, real honesty, like if you're already in love with 2, what's the point of keeping Jason around?
Oh, that's so true. Especially
don't
because
know.
you saw his feelings on paper, man.
Yeah, you met his family. Like, if you're already in love with 2, I don't know.
No, I totally see what you're saying, and I totally agree.
I don't know. She had made a point about like wanting to see where the relationship goes, but
I just feel like when she was like, I'll read this later, I was like, I bet. Like, I just got mad for him. Because
I did
like,
too.
That's not
that
cool.
scrapbook was everything.
It was everything.
It's like, this is what you could have had. I would have scrapbooked for you for life. I would have scrapbooked
Forever.
all our adventures. Memory boxed all of our crap.
A rose for every day that I've loved
Our
you.
wall would have had memory boxes all over it.
Shelves.
For every
Shelves
day.
galore. So that
That's a
happened.
lot.
That was it. And he walked out and it was done.
It was good closure, I guess.
It-
And he stayed
he needed
stand
it.
up the whole time.
He was such.
As far
I
as what
loved
we
him
saw.
more. I loved him more.
He loved him more.
And we've said it in this episode, but we're gonna say it again for Bachelor. I see
Yes.
it. Jason for
I
Bachelor.
would hope they were setting that up.
Jason for Bachelor.
I hope they were setting that up.
I'm not mad at it. So then they go over to rose ceremony. Nobody asked Chris Harrison any awkward questions this time.
But what was the point of a rose ceremony?
I think because the guys didn't know, they just wanted to. I feel like she could have done that better with like, hey guys, just so you know.
Right? Like,
Like,
why are
he's
we making him
gone.
stand? Like, it's obvious he was gone.
They
So
were
it's
like-
like, are we gonna find out right now who wins the whole thing? Like, I don't know. I feel like she could have been like, I obviously sent Jason home. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Roses for everyone.
Rose!
Yeah, Sam was like pretending not to watch. He looked over. He's like, "Is she really gonna do a rose ceremony? The guy's gone." Like,
know.
I mean, it was obvious
I'm
people
with
half
Sam.
paying attention.
I kind of
So-
checked out at that point too because
Yeah.
I was like, nah,
And that was it.
what's the point?
So that was it. And there, then next week is the men tell all.
This is my favorite.
I wait all season for this. Oh, it's your foot. I wait all season for this.
This is my favorite.
This is gonna be life-giving, and get ready.
So many good people are going to be back in our lives. That
Carly,
we-
guess what?
I get to bring my notebook back. We get to hear from
Jordy.
Jordy's back.
Jordan
you
Kimball.
guys.
Here he comes. Get
Okay.
your golden quotes ready.
I'm going to get my golden Jordan quotes ready, and we're going to be ready to talk this out with you.
Yes.
I think we're going to get some good behind-the-scenes info.
Yeah.
But what we want to know and is who you're rooting for. Because
Yeah.
now we're down to the final 2. So, and we kind of steered you in what we thought, which is ultimately, are we...
I don't feel like we have a clear.
I don't think we know. You
I
guys,
feel like
we're
you're
supposed
more
to help
team
you know.
Blake.
I'm
I'm
kind
more
of
team
Team
Garrett
Blake.
because Blake scares me. His love scares me.
His love scares
His
you.
love
I want to be
scares
scared
me.
by love.
No.
John scared me with his love. Oh my God.
That's so good. I'm so glad.
He really did. That's why I broke up with him in Thailand.
But then Thailand brought you back.
No, Thailand's where we broke up. Almost, because he scared me
almost.
coming on so strong, and now we've been together for
I like Becca.
I'm better.
Yes.
Anyway,
True story.
so I'm Team Blake, she's Team Garrett, but we want to hear about you.
Yeah.
And we're open to thoughts.
Yeah.
We're always Team Jason, forever in our hearts.
Forever.
Ultimately Team Jordan over here.
And for overall Team Bachelor Nation.
Yes.
So let's be real about that. One last final thing, y'all, is we posted today that we are giving away a bottle of wine, Bachelor wine, which is a thing, by the way. Check your local HEB. But for one lucky winner, doesn't have to.
Because
Draw.
we drew the name. Wait, that's upside down.
That's upside down.
Backwards and all of that. Belinda. I can't remember whose team she was on.
We'll look it up.
But she commented on our giveaway post, and so she gets to win the wine, and I will bring it to you.
Yep.
The next time I see you.
Yep.
And
That's it. Thanks for watching.
thanks, guys. Bye. Oh.